Let's move over. We've got quarterbacks to, and here's the thing. I didn't mention this in housekeeping. I probably should. Next week we're doing our first big board. So next week on the podcast. Ooh, actually, never mind. I forgot. This is not an every week podcast, JD. I just remembered
when you said next week, I was going with it. And I was like, I was like, are we doing this weekly?
No, you're right. I just thought to myself in my head, I'm like, oh, that's all right. Our next podcast, regardless, will be our first big board, is what we're kind of looking at here. So the next time you see us, we will do our big board. So we didn't want to dive into all the quarterbacks because we're basically going to do a lot of that during the big board. Thank you for catching me on that one right now. We'll be back. When our next podcast is, that'll be our big board. But some of the quarterbacks we want to dive into, I wanted to dive into one because JD, I'm sorry. He hurt you week 1. Right through the heart. He just took a stake and stabbed you right in the heart. One thing I never got to ask you though is, did you see what the Miami players were doing to your recruits?
Yeah, they're trying to visit. Yeah, I want the NCAA to fucking get involved. That's tampering. That's bullshit.
It is not tampering, by the way. It's totally not tampering. You have proper.
So you're telling me if I was Florida, okay, let me just go strolling on into the Miami visits and just try to get these guys to join my team.
No. This is you happen to play the team. It's not like they went into the visit. They were just saying, hey, y'all want to win? Come over here, JD.
Nah. And yeah, you want to play in front of 5 fans? Yeah, no.
Hey, as long as you're winning games, right? But the guy I want to talk about is the U. Gotta throw up the U. The Miami Hurricane. What are you trying to do? The hook 'em horns thing, but horns down. The U down. No, it's all about the U, baby. I love their quarterback, Cam Ward. I will tell you guys this. I have already found him. 2 years ago was Will Levis. Last year was Michael Penix. This year, you guys are going to hear me talk so much praise about Cam Ward. He is literally, like, you said it today. You're like, wow. What was the term you used?
I said you're the reverse diaper sniper.
I am the reverse diaper sniper.
You like going for the older guys.
I'm sitting there in the senior citizen center looking for quarterbacks. Yes, exactly. But like, here's the thing. He's just like, he's so much like Michael Penix to me. And the way I say that is, I'm not talking play style. I'm talking like Michael Penix. I fell in love with him when he was in Indiana. And then he goes to Washington and my heart just grows for him. Cam Ward, I watched him when he was all the way back in Incarnate Word, where one of my coworkers, when I said that, was like, where's that? I'm like, I don't know, but he was there, and I was watching his games. Then last year, it was the last 2 years at Wazoo. I love Cam Ward. This is a guy who I think has it. He's got the arm strength. He's got the ability to kind of roll out of the pocket, kind of do the one quarterback I think that has made it his like staple in the NFL was Russell Wilson. The ability to like just run around in the backfield, keep the eyes downfield, and then chuck it. He's a guy that I could see having success, and a guy that I will say, one of the things that you said before we started recording the podcast is that he turns over the ball too much. JD, I'm just going to say that is false. The last 2 years, 25-7 and 23-9 were his touchdowns and interceptions.
I'm not talking about interceptions. I'm talking about fumbles.
Oh, okay. You're talking about fumbles. So
yeah,
looking at his, let's see, do they have fumbles even on here? ESPN. What are we doing? You find me his fumbles because they don't have his fumbles on here. But interception wise, like his touchdown interception ratios. His second year at Incarnate Word, I know the competition was nowhere near Power 5, 47 touchdowns to only 10 interceptions. This guy's got the vision. He's got the brains upstairs, the arm strength. Yeah, you could say his hands are a little small like me, but I think this guy's got it. I think he's got it. He's got the abilities. I can't wait to see what Miami does. Because if they're successful this year, I think that we're looking at Cam Ward possibly being at the lowest, the third best best quarterback in this draft.
Okay.
Are you mixing him up with somebody else?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
So this goes back to 2021 with the what
Incarnate Word.
The Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals. Incarnate Word.
Yeah, them. So he had 12 fumbles in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
In 2022 with the Washington State Cougars, he had 7.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, 2023, he had 12. This year, so far, he has none. In one game.
But they've only played one game. To me, I don't like. Is it bad? I don't see that as a huge red flag because all you got to do is teach him is to tuck the ball in. Just tuck the ball, 2 hands on it.
When he hasn't improved on it,
it's going down. It would be a trend if it was like 20.
It didn't go down. Last year was tied for his highest.
No, you said it was like 21 the first year, then 7, then 12.
21. I said no, it went up.
What was the first one?
Again. Oh, here.
Because then you said 7 and then 12, so it went down and then went up.
In 2021, 12.
Yeah, and then it went down to 7.
7,
and then it went up to 12.
Last year, yes.
So he has the ability to not fumble the ball. You just have to have a coach that will teach him how to not fumble the ball. Am I wrong?
Wait, what is this?
What?
Those are fumbles that were lost.
Yeah,
okay,
those are the ones that matter.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Those are the ones that matter. I know people are going to say, yeah, but if he fumbled like 15 times and only lost 2 of them, he still fumbled 15 times.
Well, yeah, I mean...
But it's all about how many did you lose. That's what I want to know. I don't want to know the gross fumbles. I just want to know the net fumbles. You know what I'm saying? How many of them were lost? And here's the thing. Not every prospect is perfect.
No.
That is something that he is going to have to work on. I will not say that you are wrong there, JD.
Yeah.
But his interceptions, like what a quarterback should do, 4, 10, 9, 7, and he's throwing at least 20 touchdowns a season. I'll take that.
And he finally won a big game. It was last weekend.
Are we throwing shade on him for his time at Wazoo?
No, it's credit. He finally won a big game. So you can check that box.
I didn't know if there was any sarcasm there. He's won big games. He beat number 9. Wait, 2022? Yeah. In 2022, he went on the road to Madison and beat the number 19 Wisconsin Badgers.
Wisconsin and Florida, they're not the same, buddy.
Yeah, Wisconsin's better.
But the atmosphere in the swamp is...
Yeah, but number 19 Wisconsin team was legit that year.
I put that stuff.
You're an SEC guy. I'm a Big Ten guy.
Yeah,
so
like the Big Ten sucks.
The Big Ten is awesome. Like, yes, Oregon, he lost by 3 that year. USC, they lost 30-14, wasn't close. Utah was a loss, but it was only 21-17. And then, they got dog walked 51-33 by Washington that year. Then last year, oh, look at that. Beats Wisconsin again, number 19, 31-22.
Wisconsin sucks.
Beats number 14, Oregon State, 38-35. Oregon beat them again, 38-24. And then Washington only beat them by 3, 24-21. But that Washington team was way better than they were last year, and they only lost by 3. So, like, he's won big games before.
Yeah, that didn't ultimately matter.
Okay. I just didn't know if you were throwing shade on him because he's now a Miami Hurricane.
No, I'm congrats.
JD's like, no, all the success to Cam Ward. I just can't wait to see what Cam Ward does. I'll ask you this. I'm a little bit more biased on Cam Ward because I'm speaking from a place of like hype and love. JD, I will ask you, end of the year, how do you see the quarterback? We'll say, how many first rounders do you see being drafted, and where is Cam Ward in those rankings?
Oof.
I know it's early, but me and you always ask this question the first podcast we do in the draft season.
We should have gone back and looked at what we said last year.
We have it's an entire podcast about how many quarterbacks will be in the first round.
We should, because I don't remember what I said, but I wonder how close we were. But
go ahead.
I'll just say, I'm gonna say there's gonna be 4 quarterbacks in the first round.
I agree. The possibility of 5, but I'll say 4 for sure.
Yeah, and I would say he's. Do you want me to pick a direct number?
Yeah, do you think he'll be in the 4?
I think he'll be in the top. I think he'll be in the top 3.
Okay, so we're spot on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just don't know if I put him at first, second, or third.
As always, we'd like to thank the people that make these videos possible, our patrons whose names are displayed on the screen now. If you would like to become a patron, go ahead and click the Patreon icon in the bottom right. And if you'd like to check out another video from MVP Sports, hit the video in the upper left. As always, thanks for watching.